Okay, now I ordered more of the USB plugs. I think I told you that earlier. I don't know if I posted it. And I know I'm driving you guys nuts with all this stuff, so I apologize for that. And I'd understand if you don't watch them and leave comments, because they get boring after a while, I'm sure. So I have all the radios behind the seat of the van. So if this is the seat, the radios are all like right here. You know, up a little bit against the wall and tucked in nicely right there. I couldn't put them under the seat because under the seat, about well, actually a little bit more, about 18 inches from where I am, okay, there's a module under there, and I don't want to fuck around with any, whoops, excuse my language, I don't want to screw around with any modules that are running the van, especially when I'm transmitting with something that may interfere with it. You know, I don't want to be driving down the street, key to mic, and the van shuts off. So I put them out here. Now what I'm going to do too is, hey Lance, how you doing, buddy? You're all wet. You just love staying out there in the water, don't you, in the rain? Huh. Yeah, I got no more treats for you, buddy. No more out here anyway. We went through 4, 5 different kinds of treats out here the last 4 or 5 days. Yeah, yeah. This is my Malamute. This is my Malamute. Okay, so meanwhile, computer case. I went out and I measured the width of the radios because all 3 of them are stacked, which makes a nice little stack. So I said, well, now, you know, it's a good idea for me to put something over them. One is they're not seen, it doesn't look messy, and to protect them. And I said, well, you know what? Wait a minute, I got some computer cases. So I went out there and I took a measurement, and I have 6.5 inches. I measured this, 6 3/4 inches. Perfect. Now it's too tall, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it. I'm going to flare it a little bit, put myself a 1-inch flare on the bottom, so I can either Velcro it down or put a couple of screws into it, because where it is where that wooden floor used to be. Well, that's still there, and it's covered with the carpet. So if I'm screwing in, I'm only screwing into that subfloor, so to speak. So I'm not going down into the actual van. So I think I may just put a little bend in it, or don't bend it at all, and just get a couple of 1-inch, which I have 1x1 L brackets, and I could just put one here, and the same for the other side, and put it down. However, I do want to get this down to the size that I need. So that's what I'm going to do today, seeing that it's raining out. Well, the rain stopped, but it's a dismal day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this cut. Excuse me. I want to clean this up a little bit in here, and then I'm going to repair the gate. I'll show you what happened with the gate, and that's about it. So, oh, by the way, yesterday I wanted to get the trailer out from the back and put it out next to that pile of wood that I have out there, which I'll show you in a minute. And this way I can load the wood on the trailer, pull the trailer in the back, yada yada yada. So as I'm pulling the trailer out and around back there, I'm backing up, and I know I'm getting close to that big hole that I dug. So I came up on it with the rear tire. I'm backing up now, and it kind of gave away a little bit, and I ended up something like this in the hole, with the blade down and the front wheel spinning. The back wheels are digging, but I'm not going anywhere. Ah, shit. So I went, I got in the back, and I dropped the backhoe to kind of lift the tractor up a little bit, and then thinking I can edge it forward using the backhoe. Because most of the time, you can get yourself out of just about anything you got to get out of with the equipment that's built into the system, backhoe, front loader, so on. And I also dropped one of the stabilizers to at least get it straight when I'm trying to do this. Well, meanwhile, I just can't seem to get it out of this hole because we were really down in there. So I pulled the Astrovan in the back and I attached a chain to the tractor, the John Deere, and I wrapped it around the ball and attached it to the ball on the Astrovan and put the Astrovan in low gear, and I pulled that tractor out of the hole, all right, which was like this, out of that hole up onto the flat ground with that little Astrovan with no trouble at all. I don't know if I told you the other day, I got the tractor stuck in a hole. Yeah, it was just me rushing around, not paying attention. Here, I'll take you over to the hole. I gotta get this wire up too. So meanwhile, I was pulling the trailer out. And I have a routine when I pull the trailer out. And the routine changed because of this hole that I have here. This power line right here. Alright, and the routine changed because the trailer's usually there. I usually grab onto it over here and then just back out with it. And I back over to there and I pull up there with it. Well, for some reason, I'm pulling the trailer out and I'm backing up this way. And I never back up this way. So I have no idea what the hell I'm doing over here. Well, guess what? I backed down in here. And I was about a ½ inch from tipping over. One of the rear wheels was way down there. Way down. I mean, you may not see the depth here, but this is pretty well down. Here's the rear wheel. The front wheel is up there. That's at least 4 feet, maybe more. The other rear wheel was over there. And that's about 2.5 feet, maybe more. So the tractor was like this. The front wheel was right there, and the other front wheel was over there, right on the edge, basically. So I immediately got off it and dropped one of the stabilizers because I didn't want it to tip over. And meanwhile, I had the trailer attached to it, and I think the trailer is the only reason why it didn't tip over. So meanwhile, I couldn't get it out. And usually you can get them out using the attachments. So I figured, well, maybe I can pull it out by taking the front loader and doing this with it. You know, and giving it gas at the same time, because I was trying to get it to grip. Because the back wheels are just spinning, and you can see the front wheel was just spinning. So then I said, well, let me drop the backhoe, push it down and out, and maybe that'll push me up and out. So that was another thing I was thinking about. You got a train going by? Oh no, it's a truck. So I got the stabilizer down, I got the backhoe working, nothing seems to be fitting. Nothing seems to be doing it. So I go get the van, the Astrovan. Astrovan is all-wheel drive. And I tell you, I haven't found a snowstorm or a problem anywhere that I haven't gotten out of with that van. Backed the Astrovan up, I disconnected the trailer, I pushed it over. Backed the Astrovan up, I attached the chain to the ball. I gave myself about 6 feet, and I attached it to the bucket. And I just pulled forward in low gear, nice and slow, didn't even feel it. And I pulled that tractor right out of that hole and up here onto the ground. When I tell you the Astrovan all-wheel drives are a great vehicle when it comes to traction, I mean it. I mean, I'll tell you, I'm glad that we're keeping it. And even though I like the new van, I'm kind of sorry why I bought it. I really don't know why I bought it. I really don't. I bought it. That's it. So